Hi everybody, this is Boogest Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Marvel Legends Citizen V figure. So before we take a look at Citizen V, let's take a look at the only accessories that he comes with. First up, he comes with the right leg of the Armored Thanos Build-A-Figure. Like I said, I already have him completely built. And he comes with his Cutlass. And, wow, this is such a letdown. Like, it has some good sculpt detail to it. The blade's a little warped, which isn't major, but it's just cast in gray. Why, Hasbro? Why? Like, why can't they paint something? Just paint the blade silver, paint the hilt gold, and the handle black. That would be super simple. But I guess that takes too much money. So you can put this in his belt, and if it's a little loose. But for the most part, it'll fit in his belt there, in that loop right there. And he can kind of hold it in his hand. He doesn't hold it the best. Let's see. Of course, now he's holding it. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the figure. Just taking a look at the head sculpt, or lack thereof, I should say. It looks really good. You can see the indentation for the nose and the eyes right there. And I always wondered, how did Baron Zemo, because this is Baron Zemo, how did he see out of this? Like, how did he see out of this? Have no clue how I saw out of it, but it looks really good. And they used that pearlescent kind of plastic. It has kind of a shimmery look to it. Has a slight marbleization. You can see a little bit of that right there. And his cape, I just love the cape. I feel like it could have been just a little bit of a softer kind of rubber, but it looks pretty good. On the right shoulder, it has the stars right there, because it kind of looks like a flag. But the stars are done in silver, and they use this metallic blue paint for this shoulder. And that paint just looks really awesome. Like, they should use that paint, because it's painted on, it's just cast in. Is it cast in white or blue? It is cast in white. So they should use this silver and paint on to the swords here and accessories and stuff. And then on the left shoulder you get the red and white stripes. And the white stripe right there is pretty spotty. It looks a little gray right there. Looks kind of odd. But it is removable if you would want to do that. It just pegs into his back. There you can see how he looks without it. And this uses the standard Bucky cap body mold. Let's go ahead and put this back in here. And it hinders his articulation just a little bit. And that is kind of bothersome. But overall, it just looks really good. This also reuses the forearm wraps and hands from Daredevil, the black and red costume. And I love the wash that Hasbro gives us over the red. I think this is a brand new belt, right? I feel like I've seen it before, but then again, it also looks new. So if this is a new piece, just comment down below and tell me. But I'm pretty sure it's new, but it could be reused. But anyway, that wash of black over the wraps just looks really awesome. And I would prefer Hasbro to do that on more of their figures, because yes, it is a simple thing to do that I could do myself, but it would be nice if Hasbro would do it. I mean, you see what they give us with this sword. I'm definitely going to repaint that because it looks terrible, just that one color. And it's not even silver. It's just gray plastic. So maybe they could have just added a wash of black to it. It would still look bad, but it would look slightly better if they would have done a black wash to the blade there. And then he has some really cool boots. They also have that black wash to them as well. And they're really super shiny. Whereas the ones on his forearms and hands are really dull, his boots are really shiny. But they have some nice sculpting to them, especially around the laces right here. And that's about all to go over with this figure. Like I said, it's pretty much, I mean, the head sculpt is new, and the belt might be new. But the rest of it is just the Bucky cap and Daredevil body mold reused. So now let's go over his articulation. He has a ball-jointed head that can look back all the way. He can look down all the way. He can move his head side to side. Now with the cape on, his right shoulder will only move out that far, and his left shoulder will move out a tiny bit, just a little smidge right there. So without the cape, of course, you're going to get the shoulders moving all the way out. But with the cape on, it does kind of hinder it. But like I said, it looks really nice with the cape on. I like how it looks like it's flowing in the wind, how it has a bunch of wrinkles in it. So it doesn't bother me that much because he looks pretty epic. Even just standing there, he looks pretty epic because of this cape. He has swivel at the bicep, double jointed elbows, swivel at the wrist that can move side to side and up and down. And you're only going to get his elbow moving in that far on the left arm because the cape does come down around by his bicep. So you're only going to get it that far. With the cape on, he can crunch back just a little bit. He can crunch all the way forward. He has swivel at the waist. He has ball jointed hips that can move out that far. He can kick forward all the way. He can kick back just slightly with the cape on. He has swivel at the thigh, double jointed knee, swivel at the boot, swivel at the ankle, and an ankle rocker. So now let's do some size comparisons. Like I said, even just standing, getting him in kind of a vanilla pose, he still looks pretty epic just because of that cape. And let's see if I can get him to stand again. That's one thing. Whenever I stand them at the beginning of the video, they stand perfectly, and then I do size comparisons, and they want to fall over all the time. So first up, here he is next to Hawkeye. And this isn't the proper look for Hawkeye when he was on the Thunderbolts team. The Vintage Wave Hawkeye, the Vintage Wave 2 Hawkeye, is the correct look for this. But there he is next to Hawkeye. Here he is next to Songbird. And the other Thunderbolts that they've made has, for this lineup, for the 90s roster, they've made Moonstone, and she was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. So it would be nice to see her re-released on this new body mold. They were using the Entertainment Earth exclusive Gamora body mold. I don't like that mold. I'm not a fan of it. I like this mold more. But yeah, hopefully throughout the years we'll eventually be able to complete the Thunderbolts. I foresee a Goliath Build-A-Figure coming in the future, or Atlas. That's what he was when he was with the Thunderbolts. But I can see them doing a Thunderbolts wave just to finish this Thunderbolts, and maybe add some to the current Thunderbolts lineup. Well, modern-ish, the one with Luke Cage. But yeah, hopefully we'll get that. Here he is next to Beetle. And Beetle in the comics is something different, like Mach 4, I think was his name. But just wanted to show him next to this Beetle. This is Ultimate Beetle. I couldn't find my normal Beetle. And finally, here he is next to Radioactive Man. I don't know if they were actually on the same team together. But I just wanted to do a comparison because I know he was part of the Thunderbolts at one time. So overall, I'd highly recommend this figure. I honestly didn't think I'd like it. But, I mean, it uses, you know, two standard body molds, the Bucky cap, which I'm kind of getting tired of seeing the Bucky cap. But this looks really good on this mold. You know, it's enough pieces. Hold on, there. It's enough new pieces painted differently that, you know, it doesn't bother me. But I would like to see them switch to a new Bucky cap body mold. Not Bucky cap, but just something they use for most of the molds, you know. But overall, I'd highly recommend this guy. He's a lot better than I thought he'd be. So, that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below. Thanks for watching.